got to let me know. Should I sleep or should I code? If I sleep, I'll miss the milestone. And if I code, I'll break my head bone. So come on and let me know. Should I sleep or should I code?
All right, woo!
So I'm Pete Ford. I'm one of the original partners from OneSpace Interactive. We're a small team of Ruby on Rails developers, Ruby on Rails developers in Toronto. And Pursudo was actually an idea that I had in the middle of the night to solve the problem of the online meat market situation. We conceived of it as a project we could do in about 3 days, and we actually almost hit that goal. It's something we had a lot of fun doing, and I think that people will actually use it, which is more than I can say for most of the things that I see at DemoCamp.
So just preface, Pete's a little sweaty because he's an alcoholic, and he did the presentation mostly drunk. I'm Ryan. I'm in charge of taking Pete to meetings. We usually go twice a week. Sometimes I have to drag him if he kind of falls off the wagon. Or is it on the wagon? I don't really remember. Anyways. Yeah, but Pursudo for us is just something fun to do. You know, to take a different take at kind of dating and meeting people. And, you know, it's one of those projects that started off as fun. It's really kind of devolved into us hating each other. We really haven't talked much except for right now, today, maybe 2 or 3 words. We've texted a few times, but it's been pretty tense. So I'm kind of hoping that now that we've got it out in the world, people are trying it out, we can repair our relationship and, you know, hopefully get back to making some money.
Now, I hope Ryan doesn't take this to mean that he'll be on my tour bus tonight, because he's most certainly on his own tour bus. We're going to have to maintain the separate contracts for each of us for some time to come.
Yeah, I've found most of the people that work at OneSpace are not only unemployable, but deeply disturbed, troubled, wayward. I'm trying to think of some more words. And I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of what brings them all together and make sure they can function, pay their rent. And now with Pursudo, have sex with women or men, if that's their intended purpose, or transgender or other. Well, I'm not entirely sure what other is, but I'm sure we'll find out by looking through the database logs.
Other actually could be male to female or female to male, or people with both genders. And people who could have sex with people at OneSpace include people who might have had sex with 67 men.
Pursudo by the nice folks at OneSpace. Gotta ask you 4 questions. The first question is, who are you?
I'm Ryan, that's Pete, we're from OneSpace, and we happen to be in a very proud Ruby on Rails shop.
And what will you be presenting tonight?
We're presenting Pursudo, it's like the Pete explained.
What do you hope to get out of this presentation?
We launched it about an hour ago, so we'd like you to test it for free. That would be the preference.
And what can the Toronto tech community expect to get out of this presentation from you?
Hopefully somebody in this room will get laid as a result of this website.
Well, that sounds good. Later on we'll have an anatomically correct doll where you can tell us where Hampton touched you. Okay, go ahead.
There'll be a lot of people that are going to respond to that too. Okay, Pete.
So thanks for everybody. You stuck around for the 5th demo. That's kind of an accomplishment sometimes. Round of applause for David Crow and all the organizers here. Go on the trick on the accordion. Pursudo. Pursudo is a site that helps people meet new friends with similar interests for the purpose of doing fun things together. It's a very simple concept. It exists solely because I've become so fucking frustrated with online meat market dating sites that I woke up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night and pitched my partners on something that we could do to combat the open wound on the internet that allows people to meet their partners' friends.
Pete's lonely and haven't gotten the
I am accepting applications, it's true. So I pitched my two business partners on a site that we could do reliably in about 3 days of solid, uninterrupted development. And we actually pretty much met that. I admit I kind of slipped a few hours here and there in my spare time, but we actually did this site in about 3 days of design, roughly a week, maybe 10 days of development. And we're pretty proud of what we've come up with. So what makes this site different to us is that we made it exclusively as a labor of love. It's a way to blow off creative steam. Pursudo has no profit motive. In many ways, Pursudo is defined by what it is not. It is not a dating site. It is not a social networking site. There are no ads, no fees, tags, blogs, trackbacks, clouds, wikis, blickies, and stickies. It is not meta. That isn't to say that the site isn't geek-friendly. On the contrary, it encourages hacking. Guessable URLs, lots of subtle UI tweaks that unspaced customers have come to enjoy. However, the point of Pursudo is actually to get off the internet. You can use it to plan a party, a record swap, or a knitting circle. Many people will use Pursudo to find romance. Hopefully. Because the primary resource of the site is how a person writes about themselves and what they are passionate about, we clearly believe that words are inherently sexy. We have found, through pain, that writing about ourselves is hard, but writing about the things that we love is very, very easy. So, as Ryan is about to show you, clearly this is a simple site, and most of the effort we put into it was to strip out everything that could be considered complex or not absolutely essential. It is our statement of simplicity. So I'd like to turn the floor over to Ryan McMinn.
All right.
Now I have to go through it, Mr. Project Manager. Okay. So basically, the site's pretty simple. You sign up, you post a story, people reply to it, you agree or disagree, and that's pretty much the extent of it. Do you want to? Yeah. I'm not going to go much further than that, really, because that's really all there is. He can talk in a second about some of the URL stuff, but.
Ryan is logging in as me. He knows my password. I hope.
Does he hate you?
Ryan?
And I don't know your password.
Let me try.
He actually uses a Mac, so he's probably better at this than I am. Alright, let's go back to this one. Alright, so basically the whole site's built around searching. You can choose a city, pick a gender, select an age. You can type in URLs like Pursudo.com/Toronto and get all the listings in Toronto. You can type in Pursudo.com/hombres and get all the males. You can even type in Pursudo.com/teens if that's what you're into. The features, like we said before, are very simple. You either want to do it or you don't want to do it. And if that face on that second post doesn't want to get you on that site, really not going to roll. It's a sweet face. Or sweet. You can make the profiling is obviously intended to be very simple. And that's really it. There's not really else to say. If anyone has any questions, by all means, that's the end of our demo.
I just want to say as a closing note that for all the naysayers, is this yet another Rails app guy? We're absolutely proud of using Rails. We're proud of our boy Hampton, who went to Europe and blew everybody at RailsConf EU away. Rails makes what we do possible. If we didn't have Rails, we would spend all of our time making crap. Any questions?
How does this Rails?
Sasha, could you repeat your question?
What's your gender ratio on the site?
Well, we launched the site an hour ago. It is a sausage party. We're open to, actually I would like to point out something that we feel strongly about at Urban Space. He is. We allow searching by such clever terms as city, gender, and age, because frankly, we don't imagine why somebody who is in their 60s would be looking for somebody in their teens. And one of the things that the site does actually is allow you to customize your perfect search and then bookmark it. It's very innocent.
Show us the scrolling thing.
Alright, so there is actually one geeky point that we can't demo because there's only like 6 listings on the site because we launched 8 minutes before we left for DemoCamp. But one thing that we worked at that we're pretty proud of is that you never ever have to page. When you do a search and you get thousands and thousands and thousands of listings, it just keeps loading more on as you get closer to the bottom and the bottom of the screen. Now, we didn't invent this technique, but we do actually have an article coming in next week explaining how you can implement that on your own sites. It's kind of a neat thing. It's based on the idea that if you're searching on Google and the result that you're looking for is on page 4 today, it might not be on page 4 tomorrow. So that context thing that they worked out in 1994 to serve people with no bandwidth doesn't really make as much sense as it does today. Or the opposite of what I just said. So what we do is we actually load in more content as you're scrolling down the page. So the kind of idealistic, really, really bored person can just scroll seemingly endlessly through thousands of records without ever having to load the next page. So it's kind of a neat trick, and you'll have to let us know what you think of it when there's more than 4 people on the site, including Lord Pendergast.
And now there will be, because I just went to the development site. So.
Very nice.
Let's ignore the first one. It's offensive.
Good Lord, what have you done? Oh my God. All right. What a great way to end DemoCamp 9. Thank you, everybody.
By the way, Ryan, I love your icon. You look so sexy in that Gap hat.
I'd also like to point out this is the second Unspace demo at a DemoCamp, so that puts them in a very unique crowd. Third? Second. So.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I sleep or should I code? If I sleep, I'll blitz the milestone. And if I code, I'll break my head bone. So come on and let me know. Should I sleep or should I code?